when you think about energy in particular now, there's a fundamental shift away from fossil fuels. The sector calls it energy transition. And that's, I guess, one of the areas that we were quite concerned about. For our conversation and my slides that follow, we are going to focus on the energy industry because there's maybe this idea that, if we have really to shift away from the oil and gas sector, there's going to be this immense job loss. And what are we going to do with these jobs? Where are people going to go to? Will there be widespread unemployment? And within the energy industry, I guess it's important to note that there are actually several segments. There's production. Our esteemed speaker from Ilan from Sunseap will speak a lot about interesting solar jobs, which of course is going to be the main renewable source that we have here, but also in the area of energy storage solutions, because you want to be able to balance out the different kinds of intermittency from solar. So to enhance the grid resilience, there's a lot of interesting work that's being done there. When it comes to transmission, certainly there's also one area that is of interest to make sure that's from engineering standpoint, there's less energy loss. I think there's a lot of interesting work now going into looking at regional power grids as well as carbon hydrogen and carbon capture and even undersea cable down to Australia. So I think there's a lot of interesting opportunity within the transmission space. And then you go into things like consumption with electric vehicles, with green facilities management, other smart technologies. And broadly as well within the green space, there's also broader trends, other kinds of jobs like rooftop farms, for example, circular economy models, sustainable building design and sustainable materials, for example. So I think within the energy space, I think there's a lot of interest. Companies are also responding. We are seeing that it starts all usually with energy efficiency. When companies start to decarbonize, they think first, where are we going to capture some cost savings, right? So there's green mark certification happening from the building side to maintainability and new kinds of standards and frameworks that are coming about. On the decarbonization side, there's also a lot of interesting drive towards not only reducing the energy footprint, but also sequestration and nature-based solutions to capture some of these. On the capital market side, from the finance side, there's of course ratings, there are loans, there are green indices, there are ESG funds, which is also very ripe for picking if some of you came from a business or finance background. And certainly on the reporting side, since a few years ago, SGX had put in place this mandatory reporting regime. There's increasing need for all listcos. Actually, all listcos need to report. So the familiarity with different kinds of GRI frameworks, SASB frameworks, TCFD frameworks becomes increasingly important as well. So these are some of the major corporate actions that are coming about in this direction.